Hi and welcome to the first instalment of our recruitment tips videos for our on-demand recruitment community. We have a few of our recruiters ring up and ask for tips around recruitment techniques, so it's going to be a monthly video which will hopefully give you some ideas to go away with. We've had a few calls around making direct approaches using the telephone, so that's actually approaching candidates who are perhaps passive, that you identified using LinkedIn or another channel, but haven't directly applied for an ad. So here are my top 5 tips on reaching out to those candidates. So tip 1 is to assume that the candidate isn't free to talk, but also to be assumptive that they are keen to talk to you. So what I mean by that is that when you make that first call, assume that they're in an open plan office and can't talk to you, but also be quite assumptive in closing them to a set time to have a proper conversation. So I would say, you're probably in an open plan office, it might be difficult to talk right now, but what time would be suitable for an in-depth conversation? Tip 2, practice a clear, confident and concise introduction and be prepared to use a name as an introduction. So what I mean by that is I would call up a candidate and say, my name's Sean Waters, I'm calling from XYZ, name of the business, and I'm the recruitment manager. I also noticed that we have a mutual connection in whoever it may be. In my experience, giving a name will soon bring down the barriers and make it easier for them to talk to you. Tip 3, have at least 3 qualifying questions ready which allows a candidate to rule themselves in or out. So, for example, I would say, my client is looking for someone with X number of years experience who is based in Auckland but is prepared to travel and is also familiar with this sector. Does that sound like you? I try and qualify candidates earlier on in a conversation so you're not wasting their time or your own. Tip 4 is be prepared to sell. After you've asked 3 qualifying questions, they may be suitable for the role. However, this doesn't mean they're actually interested in the job. So have some bullet points there that are the main selling points of the opportunity and the client that you're working with. Tip 5, most direct approaches don't generate suitable candidates, so be prepared for that. The chances are that the candidate won't be suitable, or they won't be actively looking, they may be about to leave on mat leave, whatever it may be. However, there should never be a wasted conversation. So for example, if I speak to someone who isn't relevant, I would try and gain a referral from them, and I would say something like, this opportunity isn't actually right for you, however, given your background, I'm pretty sure you'll know the right person I should be talking with. So strictly off the record, who would be the right person to approach for this kind of role? So there's my top 5 tips for direct approaches. If there's any things you want covered in future sessions, make contact with us directly, and hopefully see you next month.